One of the questions I see pop up occasionally is older veterans, typically over the age of 50, will ask, hey, I've been out of the service for 10 years or 20 years, or sometimes 30 years. Can I still file a disability claim? And the short answer is absolutely you can. There's no limit onto the time that you've been out since you've served or an age limit. I've seen veterans over 70 back from the Vietnam era file for claims and file brand new claims. It can most certainly be done. So to begin with, you're going to want to make sure you have all of your evidence ready to go before you file your claim. So let's say you are Vietnam era and you were injured in training or you were injured in combat. Doesn't matter. As long as you know that there are medical records in your file that show that you sustained this injury while you were in service, then you're going to be good to go. So now the question is, well, how do you know if it's in your files? The most important thing to do up front before you file your claim is I would request your C-file. Now, C-file is going to take time. Mine took about 7 months to get it. I've seen people get theirs within 2 months, and I've seen people wait over a year. Typically, though, if it's been a year, there is something wrong with your request or something happened. You got lost in the shuffle or whatever. And so you need to reach out to your local VA office, the regional office, and request an update. And for those that have never filed or requested their C-file, that's pretty much what you need to do, is you need to go to the VA regional office and you need to file what's called a Freedom of Information Act request, and you need to request your own C-file. Don't try to do this over the phone or online or anything like that. It's best to just walk into the VA regional office. Some of the regional offices are understaffed, and so you may have to call and schedule an appointment to be seen by someone there. But I would strongly encourage you, everyone, every veteran out there, request your C-file. Even if you already are on disability, you need to request this file because it will contain all of your CNP exam notes, everything that you need to possibly get increases or file new claims, okay? Or if you were denied, you will see the CNP exam notes. Maybe the examiner did not document something correctly. And so now you have an avenue that you can go and appeal that. So anyway, yes, if you are an older veteran, absolutely file your claims. There's a lot of talk recently about these new veteran bills and changes to the way that conditions are rated and all that. While all this is true, in my opinion, a lot of it is just noise. Yes, it's going to affect future ratings. Yes, it's going to affect certain benefits, but there's nothing we can really do about that. That's been going on. I know the proposed changes have been going on now since 2022 that I'm aware of. And so, yes, it is most certainly possible that the way that the ratings are done is changing. Benefits might change. It's my understanding that veterans that already have rated disabilities will be grandfathered in, so they won't be affected by these changes. But again, yes, changes may be coming, but please do not use that as a way to dissuade you from filing claims. And that's it. That's all I really had today. I've watched a lot of the Reddit threads, and I watch a lot of the Facebook posts out there, and I see this question pop up all the time. And so, yes, if you're a veteran and you want to file a claim, go for it. Again, I just encourage you to make sure you have all of your evidence lined up, ready to go when you file the claim. That way you can present the evidence and basically don't give them reason to say no. And a final note that I've discovered, I don't know how true this is, but as the veteran, if you request your C-file and you receive your C-file, that can actually speed up your claims, because I believe that all that information, because it's digitized, then gets put into a digital file that's attached to you. And so if you file a claim and a rater goes to pull that information, sometimes these claims take a long time to process. And I believe it's because the rater has to request your C-file. But if your C-file has already been generated, then possibly then the rater gets it much faster and can process your claim quicker. So I believe that there is a direct correlation to that. I don't have any evidence of that, but again, go get your C-file. Everybody, go get your C-file. And I would also encourage you, if you already have your C-file, and let's say you got it like I did about 10 years ago, I've received a lot of treatments, I've received new ratings, all this stuff since then. I'm actually going to go and re-request my C-file again. And it's also my understanding that the consecutive times that you do this, they are a lot quicker, because again, that digital file already exists. All they have to do is pull in the most current information. But if you're receiving treatment from the VA, all that's going to be documented in the VA system already. So you may not need to do that. But I encourage everyone, get your C-file. Anyway, that's it for today. If this video is helpful to you, give it a like. Make sure you subscribe. I do a lot of these off-the-cuff videos sitting in my mobile office here. As a matter of fact, I'm sitting in front of the VA Medical Center right now waiting on an appointment. And I decided I would put this out there because it seems to be relevant right now. So anyway, again, we'll see you next time, and have a great day.